Hello everyone, welcome to Win at Health Wednesday. Today I want to talk about giving away our power. The FDA has been in the news a lot lately with regard to revisiting the issue of safety of breast implants, which as you all know have been on the market for many years now. This issue is really important because anytime we blindly put our faith in an authority figure, whether it's a government agency or a doctor who's been to medical school or a company that manufactures a medical device, when we put our faith in them that they've done the research and that they're working in our best interest, we can really be putting our health at risk. This is something that I did. I blindly gave my faith up, and I'm going to talk about that today and also what we can do to empower ourselves to take our power back and do what's in the best interest of our health moving forward. So here I go. So I gave my power away to a man in a white coat. He was a surgeon, and I believed him when he told me breast implants were safe. Silicone does not leach out of its casing, and there are newer and improved versions. The testing had been done. When I mentioned a woman who had become vocal in a movement to inform other women about the risks of breast implants, my doctor rolled his eyes and called her a troublemaker. He did not want to hear it. Breast implants have been in the news a lot lately, and as I mentioned before, the FDA is revisiting their safety after tens of thousands of women who have experienced a debilitating illness after implanting have reported significant reduction in symptoms or complete healing after explanting. So what is the FDA saying about all this? They are admitting that inadequate studies have been done to assess the safety of breast implants. And they report manufacturers were supposed to follow a large number of women for 7 to 10 years as a condition for FDA approval, and this simply was not done. Furthermore, there are two other flaws with this method. First of all, the manufacturers themselves ran their own studies. This is a huge conflict of interest and raises the question of biased results. Second, some studies lasted only 7 days. This is simply not enough time to show adverse effects. Thankfully for women who suffer from breast implant illness, there is a growing number of doctors who have been publishing their own studies and observations. They clearly show the relationship between silicone toxicity and compromised health, specifically autoimmune, endocrine, and hormonal system disruptions. One particular study reported an average of 2.5 years after implantation for women to develop symptoms. Some noticed symptoms in as little as 2 weeks, and other women took 18 years after implantation to start developing symptoms. And this study reported that 90% of its patients studied were symptomatic after 6 years. So a 7-day study would not seem to pick up adverse health episodes. Is this all a little too late? So the FDA is now sending warning letters to 2 of the 4 companies approved to market breast implants in the United States. The citations are for not keeping enough patients in their studies and for not following them long enough. The agency is threatening to withdraw the approval of the implants and taking them off the market if the companies do not follow up monitoring. So my question is, why did the FDA approve the marketing of breast implants before the research was done? Doesn't this seem backwards? It seems backwards to me. The only explanation I can offer is there was a lot of money to be made by getting the implants into the marketplace, and safety took a back seat. So this raises the question, does the FDA protect us? It is a government agency within the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and it's supposed to protect us from drugs, vaccines, and medical devices that could harm us. It is also supposed to keep us safe from anything harmful in our food supply, cosmetics, and dietary supplements. Its mission also includes the regulation of tobacco and products that give off electromagnetic radiation. How safe do you feel that the FDA is protecting us from things that can potentially harm us? Do you blindly believe, as I once did, that products would not be on the market or FDA approved if they were harmful to us? Has the FDA or any other government agency warned us of the dangers in heavy metals in vaccines, glyphosate in our food supply, carcinogenic and endocrine disrupting chemicals in our personal care products? What about cigarette smoke before it was regulated in 2009 and electromagnetic radiation? Hell no. It is citizens who do their own research, raise their voices, and encourage others to wake up too. Companies that manufacture products that are harmful to us start paying attention only when lawsuits are filed. Have you given your power away? We give up our power when we don't do our research, naively believe others have our best interests at heart, and when we do not take responsibility for our own health. Getting breast implants was not the first time I gave away my power. Years earlier, I had learned to distrust my own instincts and quiet my voice. Other people had the answers. Men especially knew better than I did, so I deferred to them. This is how I got to being one of those women who got breast implants. I thought adding to myself was a good idea. Heck, if I could add to what was not ample to begin with and then diminished by nursing 3 babies, why not? I never thought twice about the health ramifications. So the feeling of not being enough sets the stage for giving power away. I have spoken with so many women with breast implants who got them, I call them installed, because they too felt not enough. They took to heart comments made by a man at some point in their lives or societal pressure of what breasts should look like. Now when I see a woman at my gym or on the street who obviously, to me, has breast implants, I feel like saying to her, "You were perfect the way you were. Get them out, restore your health, embrace the beauty that is uniquely yours." I take full responsibility now for having implanted and then explanted. When I learned 2 years ago that breast implant illness was real, I got scared. Was it worth playing Russian roulette with my health? If I did not take steps to control my health now, how would my health support my happiness in the future? No, I wanted to be me in full form, whatever that looked like. Nobody can make me or you feel big or small unless you give your power away to them. I am committed to helping others too step into their power. I feel inspired every day as a health coach when I guide and educate clients to take responsibility for their own health. I recently empowered a client who had been on thyroid medication for 20 years and whose doctor insists she's doing fine, to listen to what her body is trying to tell her. She does not feel fine. In fact, she is so tired she has trouble getting out of bed in the morning even after sleeping 8 hours, is irritable around her family, has clumps of hair falling out, and has trouble remembering things she used to easily recall. With lab testing, we discovered foods she was eating every day were actually attacking her own body and setting the stage for an autoimmune condition. We discovered dyes and food coloring and inflammatory substances in her medication. So after educating her and offering alternatives to shift what was not working, I am guiding her on a healing protocol so she can feel good once again and live the rest of her life with energy and passion and health to support her happiness. It is out of my scope of practice as a functional diagnostic nutrition practitioner to diagnose a specific condition or tell a patient to go off medication. I would never do that. What I am doing is helping this client find her voice and know what questions to ask her doctor. She gets to decide if she and her doctor are on the same page moving forward. She now knows she has the option to search for another doctor if she wants a different level of care. Yes, when something is not working, sometimes we think there's only one way, but there are always options. Sometimes we just need people to point them out to us. So I help clients discover healing opportunities that traditional doctors aren't trained to look for, and a plan to shift how they eat, rest, move, and reduce stress so their bodies can be freed up to function at its best. I help men and women who wake up every single day feeling something's not quite right with their body and wonder if there's a solution. Find ways to heal and feel better so they can embrace the rest of their lives with energy and passion and help to support their happiness. Are you ready to take back your power? Are you ready to empower yourself to discover why your health is spiraling downward and then take steps to heal yourself so you can feel strong in your own body once again? If so, I'd love to talk to you. Go ahead and schedule a free discovery session by clicking on the link in this blog or on my website, which is winethealth.com. Let's explore your health complaints, what you would like to be experiencing instead, and how I might help. As always, it's my goal to help you win at your own health. So have a great rest of the week, everyone, and I will catch up with you again really soon.